Please stand clear of the doors. Por favor, manténganse alejado de las puertas. To our new passengers, aloha, and welcome to the show. I'm Jonathan from Fenton, Michigan, and you're listening to the ResortLoop.com podcast with Bob and Tim. Take it away, guys.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're approaching the Transportation and Ticket Center, which includes Magic Kingdom car and bus parking. If you're traveling to Epcot, please exit here and follow the overhead directional sign.
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Gateway to the Magic. I'm Tim Scott.
I'm Bob Collar.
And this is ResortLoop.com, episode number
98.
98.
How about that great intro from Jonathan Jones?
I feel fortunate that we know somebody that's probably somewhere colder than we are up there in Michigan. Or at least on par.
Yeah, but hey, it's going to get nicer. We're here and spring is coming.
It will sprung. It will have sprung. It will be springing.
All right. He goes by at Yellow, what is it? Yellow
Spoon Lucky.
Yellow Spoon Lucky.
There's got to be a meaning behind that. Do we know what that is?
We don't. He's going to have to let us know what that is.
Yeah, let us know. It's interesting.
So he's got that long drive just like us. But here's the kicker. This is what's very cool about him and his family. Him and his wife met while working at the Disney store.
Wow.
They honeymooned, where else? Magic Kingdom.
Yes.
And as they, like we, have properly raised their daughter to be a Disney child, and she still refers to Disney World as Mickey Land.
Fantastic.
Isn't that outstanding? So
Start the brainwashing early.
Absolutely.
Wow.
That's we're all about brainwashing. We've done that to our children over and over and over again. So, but very excited about episode 98. Oh, before we get started, how do people send those fantastic show opens, Tim?
Well, you could either email it to myself or Bob, and that would be Tim or Bob at ResortLoop.com, if you're doing it that way. Or we have what we like to call the Looper line,
which is
area code 414
WDW
Loop.
There you go. Now,
yes,
on with the show. This show, I love these shows.
I love it when it's inspired by a listener.
Absolutely, and this one came from Susan Brass.
We love Miss Brass.
Yes, we do. She's been so good to us and listening to, I believe, every episode.
Big supporter of the show.
Yes. She said, hey guys, with all the projects going on in Walt Disney World, New Fantasyland finishing up, Disney Springs in progress, and Avatar Land just beginning. See, I'm doing my Susan voice.
It was very just on.
Yeah,
it was dead on, just like
her.
Yeah,
she's got to stop smoking them cigarettes. I think Disney Springs has potential for a very exciting new experience there. My husband and I were there in September. It was the evening, and after a long day, we were looking for coffee. There really was nowhere to get a good cup as we were walking around. We're happy about the Starbucks moving in.
Okay.
You know how I feel about it.
Well, you're anti-Starbucks.
Yeah,
you don't even drink a lot of coffee, and you're anti-Starbucks.
You know,
you're more
what's the deal with what? Okay, then put Starbucks in all the rooms. Joffrey's has jumped right in there. Isn't it Joffrey's?
It's Joffrey's. You got it.
You're looking at me like I'm out of my mind.
Well,
I know
you are,
you're a Starbucks
but has nothing to do with this topic. But
as you sit there holding your big latte of Starbucks or whatever that thing is, mocha, mochi maki.
Exactly.
She goes
it's a venti mocha latte.
God bless you. Much better there than in the parks. And I agree with that. But what about a show asking the Loopers what they would like to see added to downtown Disney? Oops, she means Disney Springs. I'm going to do that all the time. Yeah, it's always going to. Well, just like Disney Studios is always
MGM Studios.
Absolutely. So Susan, thank you so much. That was a great idea, and actually got a tremendous response from all of the listeners out there. So, Tim, why don't you start us off?
Well, I think I'll start us off with Susan's.
Let's do that.
She said, although she would prefer something more along the lines of Dunkin' Donuts. She was talking about the Starbucks you were talking about. She was like Mickey-shaped donuts.
Oh, how cool would that be?
I'm thinking. I like the way she thinks.
I like that
Or
idea.
Tim Hortons. Hello, Susan. You and I are kindred souls. I'm down to half a can of Tim Hortons coffee, so I'm going to have to make an hour's drive.
I'm going to have to keep the two
South
of you
of where I live.
apart. That's not healthy.
Susan, I would be all over Tim Hortons. I'm with you on that one. Even Dunkin's pretty darn good. I got to be honest.
Oh, absolutely. I love Dunkin', yeah, because we don't have Tim Hortons near us. You will drive hours to get to a Tim Hortons. Me,
about an hour or so, yes.
Yeah. Beth Ann Roberts says a solely Pixar merchandise shop. She said she'd never leave. Must have a giant Luxo, too.
That is brilliant.
That's a great idea.
Pixar wasn't even on my radar as far as like a shop or anything there.
I know. And, I understand Disney, they want to bring in outside folks like the T-Rex and Rainforest Cafe or by Darden's, I believe, or somebody. But why not do stuff? You've got the merchandise.
You own it.
You own them. Why share?
You don't need to share.
Pixar would be fantastic.
Mark Lepper, he goes, a store with an exclusive and massive collection of Mickey watches to fit any budget.
I like that idea.
That's a great idea. I'll say I have several Mickey watches. I go way back. I have like a commemorative Epcot watch from when they opened.
Nice.
That my parents got me. I have three Mickey Mouse watches. I love a good Mickey Mouse watch, and I've not seen one that I really, really like for years, and I look every time I go.
Yeah, they have that one shop, but there's not a whole lot in there.
At World of Disney?
Yeah.
And I look in all the hotels. Sometimes you'll see something a little different. Nothing has really just spawned my interest as far as getting one. Plus, I don't wear a watch really anymore either.
Well, yeah.
I just don't like things on my wrist normally. I'm worried about the Mickey Magic Bands because of that.
Does that go back to your college days? All those arrests that. You said not to talk.
It was
about that.
It was one time.
Yeah.
Yes. Let's just go. Moving on. Moving on.
Nan Morgan would love to see definitely a Dole Whip store.
And this is going to turn out to be a big one. I was.
Yeah.
I like the way these people are thinking. I love our loopers.
Yes.
Walt Hanslick, he said he really hopes that there's still a Disney pin store. Are pins on the way out?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
He'd also like to see a Brazilian steakhouse. Was that actually a cow?
Well, I'm sorry. Did I make a noise?
I don't think you get to actually hunt your cow at the Brazilian steakhouse. Oh, my gosh. And he knows this is a dream, but he would like to see Disney extend the monorail service to Disney Springs.
Oh, absolutely.
He realized that won't happen, but a person can dream. I think if they were to expand the whole monorail, I think that would be fantastic.
Yeah.
It would ease up on the parking.
Oh, my gosh. Could you imagine? That would be wonderful. Yeah.
Extend it out kind of towards the Crescent Lake area, the boardwalk and out that way. I think that'd be great.
Yep. I love that idea. A good pal of the show, Matt Hawley, said an actual Run Disney store. I know they have a running store, but just a store dedicated to Run Disney merchandise. They do. They have now a Fit to Run.
Yeah, brand
store.
new. I think
Brand spanking new.
A couple months old, I think, if that.
Yep. So now whether they have a lot of Disney merchandise in there, I don't know. But it's a store dedicated just to running. But yeah, Run Disney store. I mean, again, you've got the brand. Let's make that happen. Sell it as a stockholder. I say sell.
Full disclosure, Bob's a massive stockholder in the company.
Well,
Kelly Stanley Cotton, she wants to see an expanded art gallery. Ooh,
I like that.
I do. Maybe with an interactive element similar to the animation workshop at Hollywood Studios. That's pretty cool.
That would be cool.
A bookstore featuring Disney-related books for adults and children. And here it comes. A Dole Whip stand. Most definitely.
There's another one.
I smell gourmet Dole Whips coming.
There's another one. My idea is going to go kind of along with the art gallery.
Okay.
So, Matthew Wallace wants to see a new moderate-level waterfront resort.
Oh.
Could be an Art Deco recreation of something from the classic, here you go.
Yeah.
Miami Beach style.
What was that, Miami Modern?
Miami Modern.
Yes.
Now, I hate to tell you this, and I hate to tell Matthew this.
What?
Universal has a Miami Modern moderate value resort.
Is that one of the new hotels they have over
that
there?
is getting ready to open early this year, yeah.
Well, we want Disney to do it so it can be done right.
I agree.
Although I have heard that they do a good job with their hotels over there. What are they, Lowe's hotels, I guess?
Yeah. So they jumped on the Miami Modern. I think they probably were listening to one of our earlier shows where you mentioned that. So
They just started building it within the past year, and they're almost done.
Whoa. Yeah, that's a great idea.
Let's jump on that.
Get on that.
They have not contacted me, so Tim at ResortLoop.com if anybody from Universal is listening. Oh, Emily Hansa Hicks had 2 words for us.
Yes.
Adventurers Club.
I tell you, that
Huge
was
following.
Huge
following.
Huge, yeah.
I always enjoyed the Comedy Warehouse there
Yeah.
at Pleasure Island. I was a huge fan.
You raved about that, yeah. Jen Steed says some sort of nighttime show, maybe something on a smaller scale of World of Color. I love that.
Yes.
It looks like they could do something like that with the center of the area. You know, they got all that water.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
You know, if it looks like they could do something with it, maybe they're thinking something like that.
Yeah, that would be awesome. Because that World of Color is supposed to be fantastic. We ended up not getting to see it when we were out at Disneyland.
Really?
But, yeah, it's supposed to be fantastic.
I tell you, that'd be a great way to get people to stay there longer.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Robin Howard wants to see the Bad Girls of Disney merchandise store.
There you go.
So that's a nice little twist on the villains, just the bad girls.
Yeah, there's plenty of them.
What are you saying? Plenty of bad girls? What?
A lot of evil queens and stuff.
Oh, yes, there are. Yes.
Come on, they're coming out with Maleficent coming out,
I think that'll be huge.
this year. Oh, yeah, it's going to be a big one. Good pal, Sean Woosley, boots on the ground for us down there in Florida. Says, more Fast Pass Plus kiosks. The lines in the parks are too long, and they need a few satellite locations.
All right.
Now,
Yes.
Sean emailed me recently. Disney has made changes to the annual pass holders, Fast Pass Plus, and My Disney Experience.
What?
They are making changes to where they are looking to increase the Fast Passes and allow annual pass holders to book them ahead of time.
It sounds like they're having some negative feedback from someone.
So there you go. As we said in that show a couple of shows back with Sean's review, Disney listens.
They do.
They listen, and you don't want to be complainers, but you got to voice your opinion if you see something you don't like.
That's right.
And it seems to have worked. So we're going to get some more information from Sean as that develops for the annual pass holders.
They said they'll be tweaking.
Yes, they will.
Or responding to guest demand is probably how the PR people would say.
Exactly.
Our good friend Jeff Stillwagon,
Hey, Jeff.
Disney Wagon on the Twitter, says
what's he want?
he wants Dole Whips. He wants a Dole Whip store that sells all things Dole Whip.
I like that. That's kind of
I'm
cool.
telling you, a home Dole Whip machine.
A Dole Whip hat.
Oh, with the two things on the side with a big straw.
Well, I got no problem with that. Chris Lutweiler wants a Marvel character breakfast/dinner. You can't have the Marvel characters in the parks if you're not charging admission to Disney Springs. I don't see why you can't do this. Best way to work characters onto Disney World property, in my opinion. Yeah, again, it all depends on that contract they have with Universal. So
Yeah,
I wouldn't mind seeing that. That'd be pretty cool.
that would be very cool. You can imagine the menu. Like you could have the hunk of Hulk roast beef.
It always comes back to meat with you.
Hey, you know. What else could you have? What's another one?
The Captain America cheeseburger.
With fries.
With fries. All right, we got to stop. This could turn ugly real fast.
Okay, anyway. The Thor nuggets. You got to be gentle with Thor's nuggets.
I'll be editing. I can see that.
No, you're not. Oh. Peyton Turner wants to see a character meet and greet like the one at Epcot. It'd be nice to be able to catch some characters without having to use time and a park day. That would be kind of cool.
I like that idea.
Maybe some of your like long lost friends type ones. The ones that aren't normally in the parks.
Yep. One of our favorite experiences was we happened to be at the beach club. This was years ago when my kids were very small, and we walked out and there's Pluto. just hanging out by one of the entrances to the back toward Crescent Lake.
Okay.
And he's just hanging out back there, and my daughter got to run up and play with Pluto for a little bit. And, just out there. So
that's very cool.
Yeah, just having the characters out a little bit more. Terry Pritchard wants to see he wants to see an Apple store.
Oh, he took one of mine.
A lakefront resort. There's another lakefront resort.
Yeah.
An innovations-like area. And a daily outdoor entertainment, either music or fireworks.
That'd be cool. Something to drive people down there.
Absolutely, yeah.
Because you can only shop so much. I mean, how much shopping do you actually build into your budget for vacation?
Right. And they could build. They've got that one little amphitheater over there, and now whether that's staying or going, I don't know. But a little amphitheater where they could do some nighttime entertainment. Sure. Okay.
Steve Cyril Walters. I like this one. They're thinking a little outside the box for you. How about a second location for Ohana's? So Bob can be twice as frustrated.
Oh, wow. Great assumption there, Steve. Nice.
They go on. As noobs to Downtown Disney, the last trip was our first to Downtown Disney, the only suggestion I can absolutely make is parking.
Yeah.
I'll say. They're working on a parking deck structure over there, I guess, which should help alleviate it. Getting back to the parking real quick, I would think if you're paying for, just a thought, the valet parking at a resort, they should have some kind of valet option over there for you as well. Because I'm thinking they might have some valet. I heard they had some valet like back at the holiday time for a while.
Yeah.
But if they make it more of a regular option, get people out of their car quicker, get them into shopping and dining quicker.
Well, I thought they did have valet during Pleasure Island when Pleasure Island was going strong. But, I don't know. It's something.
Something. I mean,
they've got to do something over there because the parking is just... Now, again, if they can expand out more toward that west end so that the people are parking more toward that west end, and then getting from one side to the other, we're going to talk about that.
That's another one.
Keith White, a dedicated Pixar store or a store dedicated to the franchises Disney has acquired, like Marvel and Lucas. Yeah,
I'm telling you, Pixar.
They're selling Marvel stuff in some of the stores anyway.
Yes.
So there's a chance of that.
Jeff Lauder says he'd like to see the Adventurers Club, and indeed, he loves the Brazilian steakhouse idea too.
There you go.
More meat.
More steak.
And how about a Disney-fied Build-A-Bear type store? Build and dress your own stuffed Disney character.
That's a great idea.
That would be cool. Accessorize it the way you want.
You could put some extra padding in Mickey so he's all buff, strong.
WWE or WWF Mickey. I went old school there for a second.
That would be pretty cool. Yeah, I would like to see that. Yeah. Moving on to our Twitter pals. Brad Filbert at BFilb said a movie theater showing Disney classics. I like that idea.
That would be kind of cool.
Just those to watch Snow White on the big screen.
Yes.
Or Sleeping Beauty on the big screen. That would be kind of cool because we're used to watching them on our TVs with DVDs, but not in the big screen.
That would be very
atmosphere.
Cool. The way they were meant to be seen.
The way they were meant, and really Disney wouldn't have to charge all that much.
No,
a couple of bucks a person.
Yeah, and $300 for popcorn, you'd be pretty good. Jay Callis 6 said a bookstore would be nice.
Oh, there you go.
So I don't know, maybe they're thinking something a little more niche.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
They do have a ton of books about Disney, and you could expand on that. Jason, good pal Jason, our pal that we had on. At Osborne82 on the Twitter says, how about a water fountain show a la the Bellagio out on the lake? That'd be kind of cool.
Cool.
Goes along with that World of Color idea. Also, there are no Disney-themed restaurants there. A Toy Story restaurant could fit in with the shopping theme.
Very cool.
I like that idea.
Now, I thought I heard somewhere, I don't remember exactly where, that the Bellagio water show was developed by former Imagineers who initially did the outside the Journey into Imagination, the dancing waterfall, shooting water.
Yes.
That eventually they broke off, started their own company, and all these water effects all over the world were done by those people.
Wow.
Now, I should have looked that up beforehand to get more facts, but how cool is that?
Our show prep is like none other.
It is.
We'll leave it at that.
But our minds are cavernous.
Yeah,
We're a lot of empty in there.
Sadly. There's a lot of echoing going on.
Oh my gosh, it hurts. Chad Reno on Twitter, @Chad_Reno13. A retro merchandise shop would be nice. Old t-shirts design, toys from the past, old attraction souvenirs. That is awesome.
I love that idea.
That is really cool.
That would be very cool. You could, expensive, I'm sure.
Well, what
it'd
isn't
be worth it? It'd be, you get some really nice old toys. That'd be kind of cool.
Because I still prefer the old Contemporary logo. Do you remember that one? It was like the side of the Contemporary instead of that swish with the 4 lines or whatever it is.
Yep.
But that's just me.
Yep.
I digress.
1 Minute Disney Dream says a restaurant that has barbecue and an Apple store.
Why would you have an Apple store and a barbecue?
I don't know.
Your iPhone will get sticky. But anyway, moving on to Norman Bates. He goes, a second Earl of Sandwich to make the lines more manageable.
I got to try that place.
It's on my radar next trip.
People rave about it.
I've already mentioned it, though. We need to try that.
Yeah, people rave about that. And Disney Podcast Lover goes by @TravelToDisneyMe on the Twitter. Wants to see the Christmas store expanded, a sports bar, and a Thai restaurant. And then asks the question, what's a bookstore? Yeah, I don't know. I've never had Thai food. So
I was just going to say, I've never had Thai.
Yeah, I don't know.
I thought it was
a little scary.
A Thay at first, but you said Thai, so it must be what it is.
You talk about me.
I know. Oh, on Instagram.
Yes, we're struggling to get into the whole Instagram lifestyle.
Yes, well, you're efforting on that. I think I signed up for it. Actually, at D. Stepper's, he mentioned it was great. And I signed up for it and haven't kept up with it. But
yeah.
I just thought you had to be taking pictures. But he mentions he doesn't know what it's missing yet. But how about free ice cream?
Anything free.
Well, anything free. If you want free ice cream, you got to go on the cruise.
Right.
Although that's not technically free either.
Yeah. But. Yeah. I mean, your definition of free is a little dicey at that point. So there you go. That was what we got from all of the fantastic loopers out there. We really appreciate that input. Great ideas.
Those were fantastic ideas.
Love a lot of those ideas. So you guys always, as always, whenever we ask, you guys come through with flying colors on show ideas, and when we put the questions out there, you guys jump right on them. So we really appreciate that. Thanks so much. So, Tim, that leaves us.
Wow.
I got nothing.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
No, what are your ideas for Downtown Disney?
Well, I thought about this for a while. One thing I thought would be pretty cool, and I think we might have discussed this before, was a people mover.
Yes.
To get you from the market, what I don't know what now is called the marketplace side, I don't know what it'll be called later, to the west side. And it doesn't actually have to stop. You know how it can just slow down at the stops. To kind of get you around there, because that can be a pretty daunting walk.
It's a very long walk.
And you get into the middle of July and August where the heat index is like 110.
Yes.
You don't want to go to all the way to the other side.
No.
But, you have a nice little breeze on your people mover. Maybe have it covered. Maybe shade a little bit. Protect you from some of the rain. A little light rain. And have giving announcements like, what the weather is.
Oh, I like that idea.
Some weather. Some, what are the events happening? If there's an art gallery, what art is featured? Is there going to be somebody signing books or art or something?
Almost like a resort TV.
Yeah.
For the people mover. I love it.
That way, just, leisurely you can get to the other side and not feel like you're risking heat stroke.
Right.
And crossing the Sahara.
Right.
Walking on the hot concrete.
Right. They could almost do it like they do with ski lifts. It can be continuously moving.
Exactly.
Just kind of loop it around.
I just have, I don't know if we call it like not a stopping station, but a little station where it slows down. You got the, the speed ramp next to you.
Right.
People just hop off. They go to see the other side of the.
That way you can get on whenever you want, get off whenever you want. I love that idea.
Oh, well, thank you very much.
That is fantastic.
I was on board with the Apple Store also. I mean, I know Terry Pritchard mentioned that. We had a couple other mentions. You drop your phone, you get a cracked screen.
Oh.
You lose your phone.
Yeah.
It would be so much easier to take care of that just right there on property.
That would be. Yeah. not to mention the Disney merchandise they could sell with the Apple product.
Can you imagine they could have, like,
And,
you know how the new Mac Pro's awesome? Imagine you get like a new Mac Pro with like Mickey ears.
oh, that would be so cool. That would be so cool.
Or
Yeah.
just any kind of like specific Disney Mac accessories. That'd be the place to sell them. Maybe make it exclusive,
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah, I'm all for the Disney parks exclusive merchandise.
Exactly.
I am all for that because, you know, it used to be when you'd have a Mickey shirt. They've talked about this on different forums before, but when you'd have a Mickey shirt, everybody knew you had been to either Disneyland or Walt Disney World.
Right.
Now you can go to Walmart or Kmart or anybody,
Yes.
any place. Your Rite Aid sells Mickey merchandise. It's not as special, but when you get that specific theme park exclusive merchandise, that's a big deal. That's the stuff I look for. I know.
Absolutely, you do.
So, I had two ideas, and they kind of can go together. But the one, as was mentioned, is a Disney-themed restaurant. I'd love to see some sort of Disney-themed restaurant, like Pixar or any of maybe just a general Disney-themed restaurant. Make it a character dining experience.
Okay.
There are no, I mean, other than going over to the Hilton near downtown Disney, you can't get a character dining experience at Disney World or downtown Disney Springs.
Right.
So I'd like to see that kind of, you know, help pull some of the folks over there for that. Now you can do it at the resorts, but still, downtown Disney, that would be kind of cool. I think. The other thing would be in the art store. If they had to expand the art store, I love that store. It's kind of small,
Mm-hmm.
and I would love to see them expand that. And what I want to see them put in there, and the Hard Rock Cafe in, I believe it's the one in Orlando, has this. It's a massive touchscreen interactive display where you can slide. Multiple people can be on this thing. I don't know how they do it. It's amazing to me. But you can slide in like albums, and you can learn about different records and things like that. Where at Disney you could move over art and move it and look on this huge computer screen.
Okay.
Just that, you know, you could have 5 or 6 people sitting there and just sliding. It's like this huge interactive wall. It's hard to explain. The folks that have seen this thing will understand. It's hard to talk about on a show like ours, but it's really cool.
It sounds awesome.
And I would love to see Disney jump into that because, you know, I mean, that's, again, new technology. They've always said that that's been the problem with Disney Quest is keeping up with the technology.
It's always tough.
Something like that would be kind of cool.
That'd be very cool.
So I'm looking forward to the new Disney Springs. I got to tell you, I'm excited about it.
I can't wait to see what they do.
It's going to be very nice. I think it's going to be a very enjoyable shopping, dining experience.
A destination worth going to.
Absolutely.
I love it.
Absolutely. I hope so. So again, thanks everybody. Tim, that's all I got.
That's all you have?
Hard to believe.
I cannot follow that up with any other additional information myself.
Unless you want me to keep talking.
Keep going.
I got nothing to say.
Oh, well then this is where it gets boring. So before it gets boring. Anyway, you can find me on Twitter at ResortLoopTim. We have a website, ResortLoop.com.
I'm ResortLoop Bob on the Twitter. Don't forget Facebook/ResortLoop. Don't forget to call in with your show opens or email us with the show opens. And rate us on iTunes. And where else can they hear us, Tim?
The Stitcher. Let's just talk about the Stitcher real quick.
Oh.
Real quick before we sign off.
Wow.
I did not really check the Stitcher for a while. And we were in what was the number it was? It was
43.
43 in the most shared section of Stitcher. So every time you hit a thumbs up or whatever their thing is over there to share it to Facebook or Twitter, do it because we're ahead of some very massive podcasts in that category. It's awesome.
And that top 100 was all the podcasts on Stitcher.
Yes.
And we, I mean, Fox News, CNN, Huffington Post, all of those, and we ended up, thanks to you guys again, number 43, and unbelievable. There were only 3 Disney podcasts on that list, and we were higher than anyone else. I'm not going to say any more than that, but we were we beat out two.
It was crazy,
impressive other Disney podcasts. So we are just floored.
Absolutely.
And so appreciative of all you Stitcher listeners out there and all of you guys that listen to the show. We are humbled and just love the fact that you guys have taken us under your wing.
Absolutely. Every time you share us, it seems like we have new listeners and followers, and it's just humbling.
Very exciting. Very exciting.
Anyway, thank you very much. This has been the Gateway to the Magic.
See you, everybody.
I can't deny the fact that you like me. Right now, you like me.